Right, we are here with
Mr. Ben.
How old are you?
22.
22, and where are you originally from?
I'm from Maidstone in Kent, just to the right of London.
Okay, and where are you now?
Thailand, Phuket.
Nice, and how long have you been here so far?
So I've been here for about a week and it's been great.
Nice.
Linked with the boys, having a good time and just smashing out work, seeing how you boys operate and how I can level up myself as an individual.
Sick, bro, sick. And how did you find us anyway?
So I found you on Instagram. So I literally just saw one charting video and it was at the perfect time where I'd literally just blown a Top Step account that I'd been in that cycle of. It was a treadmill. I remember you saying it in the exact video I watched, the FTMO treadmill. Yes. You said, well, that resonated with me because it was Top Step. I just blow accounts over and over again, trading discretion, trying to predict what was going to happen. Yeah. And then I saw your simple mechanical bias, mechanical setups, started back testing it myself, realised, shit, this actually does work. Jumped on a call with Harv, nice. Spoke about things, and then got involved from there.
Sick, bro. I remember calling BigNez on a one-on-one when he first joined, and he was just like, cut the shit, bro. I need the good value. Like, give me what you don't tell everyone else. And like, you hammered on it, and you had an amazing transformation, bro. Like, crazy. So tell me a bit more about your journey then, from living in the UK, originally even wanting, because I know you joined us to learn trading, but you've turned into so much more as well, and you've learned so much more than just trading from us as well. Tell me that evolution of being someone who's not interested in making money, so then going, okay, well, I need to make some money. Okay, I need to improve my life to make some money. Okay, and then the next kind of thing.
I mean, to be honest, for me, it was slightly different to most people because when I joined, I already had tried so many different things to make money. I'd already tried AIOF, I'd already tried things like that. And for me, it was mainly just the mindset you boys had and the accountability that everyone kept themselves to, the high standards every single day, making sure we're following daily step routines, tracking every hour, making sure there's not an hour wasted within the day. And that's really what leveled my life up the most. It wasn't, because it was all well and good finally passing funded accounts, getting my ROI on fundeds, but I'd never even passed a funded account before. But the biggest thing for me was the systems, just how you're operating on a day-to-day basis, not even anything to do with trading, just on your day-to-day life, so that you can always just be the best version of yourself and always level up every day, starting that day as a new man, trying to get more, trying to become better.
I think that's a great topic. Like, BigNez originally joined for trading, but then became so much more. And now I believe BigNez is someone who, if trading went away, he would find a new game to play and he would win at it. And that's kind of the mindset that we enforce, is to be this operator, to not just be a trader. No, you need to be an operator, and trading will fit into place when you become that. Learning the model, learning a model, learning any model is easy. Executing it is easy when you know what you're doing. But becoming an operator in the remainder of your life makes it even easier. And it makes it so if, I don't think the markets will ever go away, but if they were, you're not just a shell of a man. You've actually still got amazing foundations to build on something new or to advance into a different game. As you know, there are many different games that you can play as a man. Yeah. Crazy, bro. Like, just focusing on himself, taking care, being presentable.
Even just as a man, taking a bit of care of yourself. I was at a point where all I cared about was like, I need to make money. I can't keep working this job anymore. And I let everything collapse. My personal life, my relationships, my body, my appearance, even facially.
Yeah.
And I just let it all go away because I was just so focused on this one goal of, I need to make this happen. I need to get out of my job.
Yeah.
But then when I took the step back and started actually just focusing on improving myself as an individual rather than just trying to chase the dragon of trading, that's when everything clicked, because I was no longer caring about the day-to-day results that I was getting from trading anymore. I was cared about the day-to-day improvement within myself.
The whole thing instead.
Exactly, yeah.
And it helps as well, having lads that you can chuck a message to and go, because I remember Willow said this to me. You say, yo, bro, just cut the shit. Like, tell me everything I need to do.
I sent a message. I was really unhappy with how I looked, just like within my face. And it's such a small, simple thing, but having that network and just messaging Willow, who's a guy who I know looks after himself a lot. I just messaged him. I was like, look, bro, I feel like I'm clapped. I look like Lord Farquaad. Help me out. There's no egos. There's no egos within the group. You can talk to anyone about anything and no one's going to judge you. They might judge you if you're coping. It's always going to be a good level of judgment. It's always going to be positive reinforcement, making sure that everyone in the group is working on bettering themselves as an individual. And it's a beautiful thing.
I couldn't have said it better myself, mate. And have you ever been in other groups before?
To be honest, T&B was the first introduction I ever had to a trading group, which is crazy because I know a lot of people have had really bad experiences, but I went through that route that 99% of people went down. I watched TJR Bootcamp, tried creating my own model with fair value gaps and taking loads of different random ICT conferences, and I didn't really need a trading group. I just needed a bit of structure, something to pull it all together. All right, trading sorted, now I can then work on myself.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. Out of everything that you've just touched on, what has been the biggest change? So if you were to highlight one of those things that's actually moved the needle the most, could be the appearance, the mindset, the results, the proof, the network, what would it be?
To be honest, I actually would say out of everything, it probably is the network, because you can go a day where you're doing absolutely fuck all, and if no one's watching, there's no one with you on the side, no one's going to keep you accountable. No one's going to be like, where was BigNez today?
Yes.
What's he doing? Why didn't he upload today? Stuff like that. It's just like little things, just having that group of people to always keep you accountable to what you're doing.
Nice.
That's what changed everything for me, because I was at a point in my life where everything seemed to be going wrong and I had no support system, no structure. And then coming into a group of people that just actually care about you succeeding, instead of friends back home who sort of hate on you for trying something out of the norm, it really did step up my quality in my life and just how I was working in general. I didn't really know what hard work was before I joined TTC.
Crazy. That's amazing. And there's been so many similar stories like it as well. And it is a highlight in BigNez's. But there's been so many others that have joined for one thing and came out going, oh, fucking hell, I didn't know there was this thing that's actually leveled up way more. Okay, what would you say was something, either when you first joined or before, that was slowing you down, that you had to remove, change, shift?
I mean, for me personally, and it's a bit of a contradiction now that I'm out in Thailand, but it was actually just smoking every day.
Okay.
Being in that loop of every night, getting home from work, smoking a billers.
First thing you did.
And then that was that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything else in my evening. Yeah. But then when I joined, I still was smoking when I first joined. But then I would time it. I'd be like, all right, I've got to go to the gym, do the sauna, do the gym, do my back testing, then I can smoke.
Yeah.
Then I managed to actually, just through the accountability tracking, I managed to quit.
Nice.
Fully quit. But I can't lie, since I got down to Thailand, I have got back on a few little billers here and there. But when I get back, straight back to the lock-in.
You are working every day, and obviously there is cope with the vices. It's do you deserve a vice ever? I get it as well, but you are out here. I mean, I'm saying do what you can with the people that you can do it with at the end of the day. Okay, and what was some of your lowest points in the journey? You might have had a high, and then you might have come down to a low, and then maybe had a higher high later, or even come down to a lower point than you started with.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the lowest point was probably getting banned from ACG. Yeah,
that was quite recently.
That's quite a heavy hit, to be honest, because I'd already built the expectations in my head that I'd requested $3,000 in payouts. I was like, okay, I'm getting this $3,000. I'd already thought what I'm going to spend this $3,000 on. I'm going to put this into that account, this into that account. But then it just taught me what I knew all along. This is what you've been teaching from the start. Diversification is so important.
With everything.
And if I didn't have accounts with other firms, if I didn't have built up a live account, I would be fucked in that situation. That would have been that for me. But because since I've started, diversification was the most important thing. Although that was the biggest retracement I had since I joined, it wasn't actually that heavy of a hit, because I already expected it. I already knew, all right, things are going to happen in this journey that are going to set me back, and I've already taken that into account. I already know that not everything is promised to you, especially when you're playing the game with prop firms.
Definitely. Okay, so that was a low point. What about a high point? What's been a highlight so far?
I mean, I would have said that it was getting paid out for the first time, and that's what me 2 years ago would have said. But in complete honesty, when I actually did get paid out, I didn't really feel how I expected I was going to feel, because I'd already built up that mindset, that framework that I already was a profitable trader, that I already was getting paid out. And that was just built through the systems that we enforce within TTC, keeping everyone accountable, making sure we're acting like operators on a day-to-day basis. So the highest point for me really has actually just been coming out here and actually getting to meet you boys in person and network with everyone and just have a good time out in Thailand with the gents.
Learning from people that have been playing the game a bit longer, they might have gone through different challenges.
Exactly.
And it's not even always just higher or lower as well. It's just different angles, different lessons that people have picked up along the way that they can drop onto you, and you can shortcut that. So definitely, Ray, I agree with that as well. That would be probably my answer if I was in your shoes. Coming out, meeting the guys in person, and the payout's cool, bro, and that proof of concept can do a lot for you. But coming out here and seeing a person who is an embodiment of proof of concept.
Exactly.
That is better, isn't it?
I mean, even just coming into a villa like this, knowing that this is attainable within the future, coming from the villa that we're staying in, which, don't get me wrong, 1 year ago today I would have been like, holy shit, I'm staying in a villa like that.
Yeah.
But then you come here and you're like, there's levels to the game. I need to level up. I need to keep leveling
Inspiration,
up.
isn't it?
And it's constant improvement. Like you boys will be staying in better and better places as the journey goes on. I will be staying in better places as the journey goes on. And it's just always seeing that improvement within not just myself, but within the whole team and the quality of the ecosystem. Different variations of the model getting built. There's always something to be built on.
Yeah.
And we're always improving, which is the beautiful thing about this, because a lot of groups, they just stay stagnant.
Yeah.
They get comfortable. They're like, all right, we're getting some sales now. We're getting people in every month. Let's just keep milking these people. But here, we actually improve, which is great.
And give everyone the time of day as well.
Exactly, yeah.
One last thing before we close out. Been amazing so far, Big Nez. What are some goals that you could look back on in a year's time that you'd be proud of if you achieved in the next 12 months?
To be honest, it would be, now I've got to the point where I'm really comfortable within my journey and my progress, and I've already managed to teach people how to adapt the mindsets that I've had. So it would just be teaching more people and expanding the ecosystem so that more people understand what TTC really is.
Yeah, not just the trading.
Not just the trading, but there's a perception on trading groups, there's a perception on groups in general that they're less than what they really are, and no one really understands what TTC is until you're involved.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't care about anything that anyone says on social media, because you don't know what's actually going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, real life proof right here, mate. Right, we'll close it out there. Great story from Nez. We'll put his socials in the description below. He has had an amazing transformation from becoming someone who was unaware to now aware, and to honestly leveling up as an operator day in and day out. With that all done and said, peace, love and unity, everyone. Comment below any people from the group that you know of that you want me to do a video with, and I'm sure I'll make it happen. Peace out, gents.